Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be the November recap. It is November, right? November, yes, it's the end of November. Can't believe that. Isn't that crazy? It's already the end of November? Wow. Okay, so what did we get done this month? Not a whole lot. Here, let's hop out of the game actually and just look. So this was November. Player animation overhaul. Didn't do that. We're going to start that this next month, though. We did upgrade to 5.4. I did experiment with the animation bundles. I did not make animations in the editor. I got like a new plan. I did create a new character in a newer version, and I got the inverse kinematic foot legs and my character skeleton and everything. It looks really good. If you've watched the old videos, you know. I'm going to get him implemented the beginning of December in the game. I'm going to move everything heaven and hell and get that done. I'm sick of people complaining about that. I'm serious. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm sick of people complaining about that. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm over it. I'm just going to get that done. I'll make some animations if I need to. I'm going to talk about that later in the video because I'm going to talk about what I'm going to be buying for the Black Friday. We created a bunch of menus. We did not do the quest one. I'm probably going to do the quest one here when I start the female NPC because she's part of the main quest. We did do the respawn. We went crazy with the respawn menu and went off on a huge tangent with the building hammer and stuff, which I'm going to show you guys because you guys haven't got to see that yet. We did a basic setting menu. I haven't actually added the graphic settings or anything like that yet, which I did see you can just buy that stuff on the marketplace, so I might look into that. Not like, don't need to do that just yet. I did do the main menu, and it looks pretty cool. Turned out to be a little easier than I thought. We got the save and load player location working. Did not do the teleport tree functionality yet. Not going to worry about that right now. I kind of need to start working on my dungeons to do that. I realized I don't even have another tree to teleport to. We did really good with our respawn functionality. I'm going to show you that. We did not do our player ragdolls, and we did not add more beds. We do have, you know, a bed that you can respawn on, but I didn't add multiple types of beds. We can do that later. I'm very unfamiliar with the player ragdoll, and I kind of just did like a workaround for it for right now. You basically just, the screen turns black when you die. So yeah, I mean, like, I kind of got everything done in November that I planned on, you know, except for half the stuff. But we're gonna kind of move that stuff to the next month here. We're gonna get it done. And I was gone for half the month, you know, not working on the game, so there's that. So let's take a look at what we did get done since the last video here. Pretty exciting. Went kind of crazy with this. So we got a repair hammer now, or a construction hammer, whatever you want to call it. Looks like I call it a construction hammer. And if you equip it, you get a menu pop up. Pretty cool, right? And I spent the last 2 days bug fixing all these menus that I just added because it gets complicated, right? Like, what happens if you open your inventory? That menu would just stay there, and you know, like, I made it go away and then I made it come back. Pretty cool. What happens if you hit escape? Well, it goes away. You know, we wouldn't want it to stay here because you would be able to see it in the background. But, you know, it comes back because you have your hammer equipped still. You know? Pretty cool. And if you die, it also goes away. I can't really show you that from here because this isn't actually dying. This is just pulling up the respawn menu. It's not really... And then once we respawn, it does respawn stuff. But it's not actually... We're not actually dying when I hit that button. But it does work for that. Now, we have another menu. Now, this is pretty cool. You know, like, if you look at stuff, it turns blue if you can pick it up. If it's something that you can't pick up, like, you know, like this stuff, it's going to be red. And it actually does work to where, you know, you can hear yourself swinging the hammer. I don't know if you can hear it through the music, but, and we're not picking anything up there. We can pick up things that are blue. We can move stuff. We can rotate stuff. That's the other menu. We can't destroy anything yet. I haven't got that working. R key to unequip. R key to equip. We know that. We can move stuff around. So I noticed after playing with this for a little while that if I'm out here away from stuff, the camera doesn't get caught on the character. But if I get close to another item, the camera gets caught on the character. I don't know why. It only happens when you're around something else. See, it doesn't do it out here. But if you get close to something else, all of a sudden it gets caught on the character. So I gotta fix that. There's a lot more bugs I'm realizing I gotta fix. I made this campfire myself and I realized it's rotating pretty off there. Not like these rotate. So there's that. I think all these rotate pretty well. Our collision box is freaking huge. I gotta make it smaller, and it doesn't rotate with the item. I just realized that today. So like if you wanted to place this real close to the wall, the collision box is always gonna point that way. It doesn't rotate with the item. So if I made the collision box smaller around the item, we would want it to definitely rotate with the item, so we could place something, you know, up against the wall like that. Like we should be able to place it there, right? It would look pretty nice there, in fact. But we can basically, you know, like, and that'd be really confusing to the player if we didn't have this grid on to show us the collision, which I can remove that, and it looks really nice once I do. You can see some of the items, the ghost image, the blue and red ghost image isn't really working. I don't really understand. That's something with the material. Works pretty good with the chest. Chest works pretty flawlessly. Collision box is huge on everything though. I'm gonna have to make that smaller. If you have your hammer out, you cannot open a chest, even though it pops up still. I gotta get rid of that. You can't pick up stuff. You can't interact at all. If you put your hammer away, you can pick stuff up like normal. You can open your chest. Wow, we got a big inventory, huh? And all this stuff still works, you know, like... Oops. Ooh. You can equip your hammer while your inventory's open. We don't want that. If inventory open, you can't equip hammer. See that? Okay, so I've just been chasing down bugs for a little while now. And all this stuff still works. Like, I can't craft this because it wants some wood and rope. So it does the check and uses the stuff. You know, all this stuff still works with my system. You know, everything I add to the game that's a placeable should still work. I don't know why I got all this stuff on me. I got a lot of stuff working. Besides that, if we exit out, so the crafting duration doesn't save, and that's going to be kind of complicated to get saving. So if we load back in, you know, the bow, the materials are going to be gone too for that bow. Looks like a lot of materials are gone. Did it not save the stuff I put in there? All the materials are gone, the rope and the wood. That's weird. But some fiber was in there. I'm gonna have to look at that. But we got these items that you throw on the ground will save on the map now. So if you know, there was some wood or something on the ground, it will save. If you exit and load, I'm gonna have to make like a despawn So like if you throw some rope on the ground, it can't just stay there forever. So maybe like in an hour it will just kind of delete itself. Have to do that. There's a lot of stuff I'm realizing I'm gonna have to add now with now we got this whole menu working. Oh, I got like added some fancy stuff to this. So if we look at R, we can take snapping off. Now it doesn't update the text. I couldn't figure that out. And it seems like such a simple thing, but I couldn't figure that out. We can turn snapping on and off. Pretty cool. Snapping size is the Y key. So we can make it 400. I believe this is 25. And this is 100. Which it will eventually update the text there. I just got to figure out how to do that. And then, you know, we can turn snapping on and off. And it saves, you know. Oh no. I just died, didn't I? So, you can see the menu went away. But this stayed up there. Oh, it actually like stayed up there. So some things work and some things don't. But as you can see, some things that don't work in some games is they don't actually save like your snapping settings and all that stuff. But my game does do that already. You know, like you can see our big snapping is saved. If we turn it off, let's say we turn it to 100, and then we turn it off. And then we place that, and then we, you know, throw our hammer on the ground, and we come back and get our hammer later and equip it. You know, these settings that we have it on are still going to be there. Snapping is off, but if we take it off, we're still on 100 here. You know, every setting that we had is still saved there. If you exit the game and come back in, that goes away, but you know, that's a pretty cool feature to have, like for a builder. You know, if you're into building games, which I am. So that's pretty nice. I haven't got the destroy thing working, the mouse wheel, which I think I mentioned that. Now, I guess I should say mouse wheel up, down for rotate. And then this should be mouse wheel click for destroy item. Or maybe we should use a different key for destroy item. I don't know. I have to think about that. And then when we destroy item, it should give us the materials it costs to make it back, which should be nice, because then I could kind of get rid of some of this stuff that's sitting around the map. I have no way of getting rid of this stuff now. I accidentally kind of broke these over here. So these are my loot containers, my random loot boxes. They have like random loot in them. And they're supposed to disappear if you loot them all. But they don't. I actually was picking them up and moving them, which I can't do anymore, but now they're here, like, and I have no way of getting rid of them. So, yeah, I gotta figure out a way to destroy those. It looks like we're gonna keep dying over and over here. We don't have no food. Let's eat some food real quick. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much everything I got in the game that you guys haven't seen. You guys should be all up to date now. You know, like I got different menus from the inventory here. You can hit place, and then you can also, looks like we can't really see our thing there too well, but yeah, we got most of that working. Pretty happy with that. I'm sure someone out there is going to complain about it, but I am freaking ecstatic with that. We added some items to the game. I added some icons for the campfire, the carpentry bench, the anvil, and the chest. We got some little fancy icons there. Looks like I need to add some categories. I add these string text to remind myself to add things to the game. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much be that. Now that November's ending and Black Friday's here, I want to show you guys quickly what I'm gonna buy for the Black Friday sale. This is the major thing. I can't afford the fancy animals. they didn't come down in price enough. They're still 200 even after the discount. I think I showed you guys. I'm not going to go over this again, but I showed you that in a few a video a couple videos ago. These are really cool animals. You only get 4 of them though. You get a lot of variations of those 4, and they are just decked out, like 2025 decked out. These not so much decked out, but you have a lot of animals, and it's 75 bucks. And they have the boar. And you know, you get more than 4 varieties, right? Like if I got these, I wouldn't even have the boar. And I have a rabbit already, but my rabbit is like a $2 rabbit. This rabbit's much better. My bear is also like I think I paid $5 for it, and this bear looks a lot better. We also get farm animals. That's gonna be cool if I end up making the map bigger and adding like a village that you can go do some farming. Got those. I got a duck. Wish there was a female duck, but this will be really cool. We'll add that around the pond. Some way to go get feathers. Not really sure. Maybe we could do something like a quest, you know, to like you got to go shoot the raven or something, the 3-eyed raven. Probably not going to use these. Might put an alligator in the pond for fun. You know, they do have their animations and stuff, so I'm not complaining too hard about this animal pack. You might put a shark in the pond. Why not? So that's my animals I'm gonna get. That should you know, should be able to get quite a bit done with that. I am gonna grab these. It's only 15 bucks combined right here, and these are 4 monsters. And I'm thinking I can start my dungeon if I get these 4. Now I'm not planning on starting the dungeon anytime soon, but because it's Black Friday, I kind of want to grab these ahead of time. I think I actually already own this guy, but the pack here, it turns out cheaper to buy these 2, just to buy the pack again, to buy him again. This skeleton's actually really cool if you guys want to check this guy out. He comes with, you know, a bow, an arrow, a quiver, a helmet, armor, the sword. There's a lot of variations for him. Comes with his animations. Pretty cool. You know, he's like a low poly dude, but there's a lot of variations, you know, for $5. Like, look at that. Can't go wrong with that. These guys got some variations too, you know. And these guys are kind of like low poly, but whatever, you know. My game's not low poly, but they'll work for now. This guy's not even really low poly. They'll work for now. I can probably get the dungeon started, you know, and start messing around with tiers of animals and like ranged enemies and melee enemies and stuff like that. This I found, and I was like, okay, the animations look like garbage, but then I started looking at it. I was like, okay, $7.50. I was like, got a shovel, and like, yeah, that animation looks like garbage, but there's actually quite a lot of animation. I probably won't use those, but quite a lot of animations I need. Tree chopping. I'm not gonna use chainsawing, jackhammering, but you know, mining. There's quite a bit of stuff here that I probably will use. Looks like there's a bunch of axes, a bunch of mining, knife mine, hammer, drill, bushes, you know, like all this sickle, shovel, like all this stuff is stuff I need, you know, and I might be able to use this for other things as well. Not really sure. I'm sure the animations are going to look pretty bad. I'm sure they're going to, you know, not be ideal, but they'll be placeholders. And for $7.50, all of a sudden my character is going to be moving when he does stuff. Like, I'll take it. I'll take it. I like this. This is going to kind of move me forward quite a bit, I feel like, you know. And then there's always next year, Black Friday, and yada yada yada. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys that, something to look forward to, you know, for the next video pretty much. I'll probably be playing around with those animals, but I am gonna be moving heaven and hell to get my new character in this game. If you've been watching the videos, I showed off the new one. He's in a different project. But I'm gonna have to remake my whole animation blueprint. You know, all this turn and place stuff, all my crouching, you know, all this stuff. I'm gonna have to remake all this stuff. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, and I don't even know how to plug it in with you know, like my system. So I'm gonna have to just figure all that out. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move heaven and hell. I'm sick and tired of people like complaining about that crap, who don't understand, you know, like anything about making games. And it's gonna get even more complicated every video, little by little. So stay tuned, guys.